there, I'm Brock Powell. I'm a voice actor. You might recognize my voice from Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 3. I voice Mo, and I'm here today at Bandai building the Jurassic Park Plannosaurus kit. I've been a huge fan of Amblin Animation specifically. They had a huge influence on me as an artist. And also the showrunners were amazing. Bethany, who wrote one of my specific episode, was so thoughtful in the way that was constructed, and it was EP'd by Zach Stentz, who's a writer I really love. And the show, I'm excited to watch the new part dropping on Netflix really soon. I think it's the perfect blend of thriller and horror and sci-fi, and I'm just really excited to see it all come together.
What's your favorite dinosaur?
Brachiosaurus. Sorry, it's a little on the nose, but I was always tall, and growing up, my nickname in elementary school was Brachiosaurus because we all just learned about that dinosaur.
How does it feel to have a toy of a project you're part of?
It takes on a whole different life. I mean, as a voice actor, I've been really fortunate that I've had a few of my characters either are like I voiced things that were specifically toys, or I voiced characters, which is always interesting, that become toys. I think it's all storytelling, and I don't mind saying this, he's probably watching, my best friend growing up, his name was Justin, and my voice acting start was going over to Justin's house and playing with action figures and doing the voices. And that started when I was 7 and has not stopped 30 years later. It's incredible to be a part of something tangible, but it's even more incredible to hand it off to someone else and go, hey, here's your turn to play the character. Here's your turn to play with the character and tell the stories. And I think it's awesome. When I did model kits when I was a kid, I remember them being very difficult. I would need help. Now I am, an adult, and I would be helping myself, I guess. But I just was so blown away by how streamlined it was, but also I didn't feel like it was spoon-fed. I feel like I really had to work at it and be present. And I think as someone who's into meditation, I also think that weirdly, it was a meditative practice. It was kind of cool to be present and each piece being intentional with where it was placed. I'm a neurodivergent person, and I love how it all kind of made sense. Like what I was unplugging made sense, and I really didn't have to read the instructions that much. But they were there if I needed them, and it was really fun. I cannot wait to build all these other ones. I'm just trying to think now when I'm gonna how soon I can build these.
Who would you pick up one of these model kits for?
My friend Zoran, who works at a channel called Dead Meat, is the Jurassic Park guy in my life. And so I already know that we're going to have a couple grown-up model kit nights and order some pizza and build some of these and watch the new movie and watch the new show. But I would say as a dad, this would be great. My 2-year-old could be a part of this. And obviously smaller pieces, I would be there. But honestly, I think this would be a great activity for kids and parents. Because as someone who grew up with these original films and getting to experience the new movies and the new media, I think it's fun. I mean, it's hard in a cloud of nostalgia thinking about wow, I used to do this when I was little, or when I was a kid, these seemed so intimidating, and I think it'd be really fun to get my son doing one of these because at a young age, I think it's an exercise of patience, but I also think it's really satisfying to build something. And putting it together is just as much fun as playing with it. And I think that's really cool. And the team put a lot of thought into how this is literally put together. And I appreciate that. I thought it was awesome.
Now that you've built a Plannosaurus model kit, do you prefer it with the skin on or just a skeleton?
It's tough. I mean, I'm going to have to get them all, and I'm going to have to do without the skin. Because the paleontology brain, the 6-year-old that wanted to be a dinosaur scientist, I just love the fact that there's bones under these because you didn't have to go that far, but the intention again, no, you're gonna build it bone by bone. I would probably do bone, although skin on looks amazing too.
What sound would that?
The mosasaur?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
From
the movie. Yeah, I think it would be, if I recall, I'm going to steal a little. It's an old Frank Welker trick, but you use a cup to give it a little extra bass. Also, you'd have all the layering of the water, and probably, you know, wouldn't be able to hear it till it breached. But yeah, something